Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink, the trained unprofessional, and welcome back to Major Minor! It's not Blackgate, I don't know why I keep fucking up the names at the beginning of these things. I am Deckerlink, the trained unprofessional, fuck, I don't know. I just don't look forward to this episode, dude. I'm just not looking forward to it. I'm gonna try to... Someone brought up a good point, is if they're going to kill them anyway, why bother with the whole making me choose things? So I'm thinking that theory is wrong. I probably won't have to choose between them, and I'm glad for that, because if they're going to die, I don't need that extra wrinkle in it. So let's just see how this shit fucking goes. I rush to the lobby, unsure of what awaits me. However, when I get there, I just see a new me. What's your problem? What the fuck is your problem, little tonguey? Oh, it's nice little music. Oh, it's pleasant! Everything's gonna be fine, and Numi's here! Yay! Everything's gonna be okay, cause of Numi! And Numi! So cute! Hey there, William. I wanted to go outside. Singe yelled at me. It was scary. Sounds like Singe. What's going on? I was told to come here immediately. Could Numi be a part of this whole plan? I inch a little closer to him, just in case I need to keep him safe. What are you doing? He looks a little confused, or maybe uncomfortable. Oh, I'm just trying to keep you safe. I mean, that's literally why we're doing it. I don't understand the redundancy there, so I'm gonna keep you safe, Numi. Oh, you like that. Cool. Wow, really? Thanks. My bro used to say that to me all the time. I was sad that he couldn't do it anymore. But I should learn to do it myself. I had to grow up someday, right? Other people can't always be there. Not even bro. So I should learn. That way, I can do it when I'm alone. I'll take pointers from what you do. He smiles at me. Oh, I'm glad he trusts me, at least. But after he speaks, he stares at me in silence. Oh, is he expecting me to lead the conversation? I guess I should use this as a learning opportunity. Tell me about your childhood, Anumi. Tell me more. Tell me about your childhood. Is this like an interview? I used to watch Bro do those all the time. He always wrote out his answers beforehand. Sorry about all the cuts. I'm, still nursing this thumb injury. It's a lot better than it used to be. Like, I'm able to press the button, over here, like I usually do, but it's still a little raw. It's a little raw! It's fucking raw! So I don't know what to say. I'm older than I look, that's for sure. I love ramen, so, I was glad we came here. That is good. Even like their convenience stores, or the convenience store, the kombini, they have great ramen. It's not like top ramen, fucking. It's great. Go there. If you're ever in Japan, go to a kombini, you get some good ramen. Fuck. I still have to do school on the tour, so my bro would help me with the homework. I had a pet fish for a while. I wanted to have a little bro of my own. I took really good care of him. He died. Oh, wow. Definitely jumping from topic to topic. And I guess we're all like that at a young age. I still feel bad that I'm not good at math. Akron had to answer that one problem. I'm sure that almost nobody likes math. I let him know that he's not alone in that regard. Really? That's interesting. I'm confused with how school works. If you're bad at math, they think you're not trying hard enough. They push you. Sometimes they even say you're not smart. But if you're bad at writing stories or at art, then you get a slap on the wrist. Some people are born artists, they say. What if I was born to be bad at math? He's got a good point. He's got a good fucking point. I shrug. I guess he has a point. Like I just said, hey. Different subjects are treated in different ways. Anyway, I guess. Before he can continue, he's promptly interrupted. Akron descends the stairs into the lobby. Again, optimal. I don't understand what that means. He notices the both of us and quickly approaches. Hey, you two. Glad you're both safe. I was just about to make more rounds. Need to ensure everyone's survival. I notice he has his phone in his hand, something I've rarely seen him holding. When he sees that I notice, he puts it into his pocket. So how are you two doing? I'm doing okay, but I wish my bro was here with me. Surely you do. I apologize for bringing it up. I didn't mean to open any wounds. I don't have any wounds. It's okay. It was a metaphor, Numi. I see. What's that? Again, he gets interrupted, but this time by a high-pitched screeching noise. Feedback from the lobby speaker system? Inumi quickly covers his ears in fright. I would too, goddamn. I have a fear of sudden loud noises. I grew up in Kansas, so tornado sirens were abundant, and that means tornado sirens meant certain death. Also, I grew up in a trailer, so... Oh, buddy. I look at Akron. He seems unaffected. That is until the screeching subsides. The cliche lobby music that was playing doesn't return. Instead, a voice greets us, and it chills me to my core.
Hello, William. Hello, Akron. Inumi too? Unexpected.
The voice is warped but heavily modified. I can't tell who it is, or the gender. But I know one thing without any doubt. This was the person who was texting me. And by extension, the Midnight Killer, the murderer of Clace. And Rocker, too! Whatever the plan they had, it was being put into motion. I clenched my fists and looked at Akron. He looked scared. I've never seen him like this before. Inumi inches closer to me, as if to seek safety.
I'm going to be blunt. Let's start this. Nobody else may enter the lobby. If you do, every weapon will detonate. You all need to stay where you are. I only have business with these three.
So this is being broadcast to the entire building? Guess they aren't dealing with just me anymore. Show yourself! Don't hide like a coward!
Not yet, Akron. I need to keep a distance for now, in case there's any disobedience. You three are to do exactly as I say. Any deviation from my course will result in a detonation of every weapon here. And if you don't believe me, just try me. I don't think it's worth it. A gamble shouldn't decide your fates today, nor the fate of everybody in the building.
I'm scared.
Inumi is shivering in fright. I look at Akron. He must know what to do. The situation can't be foreign to someone like him. You have our compliance. Please state your terms. We wish for no more death today.
It pains me to say this, but your wish will go unfulfilled. You only have the ability to mitigate. Damages will still be caused, so I advise that you listen carefully.
Don't. Very well. Akron looks at me, showing signs of regret. He's failed to stop this from happening. I give him a look of confidence. We can take this head on. We won't let them win.
I need to talk with William. This situation pertains to him the most.
I stand tall and strong.
As soon as you arrived in Tokyo, you met two people, Rook and Keela. You spent the day getting to know them. That is, until things went to hell.
Not unsure of where this may be going, but filled with the fright of possible scenarios.
I have been watching you ever since then. On your little adventure through Akihabara. It made me sick, too joyful and campy. You need to learn about consequence. Something you haven't yet faced. And something you must come to understand. Especially if you wish to save anything. You'll never do that without sacrifice. This is the first rule I will teach you.
I don't understand. Is this some kind of test for me? They seem to know all about my role on Terra.
And there is a second rule you must learn. But that will come soon, so don't worry. I'm going to present you with a choice. You must make this decision on your own. Akron and Inumi cannot influence you. In fact, they must remain silent. If they speak, I'm sure you know the drill.
I look at Akron, and then Inumi. They both give me a nod. I gulp audibly. I ask them to continue, to tell me what they want.
It's not about what I want. It's about what you want. So please listen very carefully. Rook is currently in the conference room. And Keela is currently in the boardroom. They both have bombs strapped to them.
Oh no!
Ready to detonate at a moment's notice.
What? No, that can't be!
I said to listen carefully. I'll let you say
one of them! That's exactly what I didn't want.
But the other will be left to die. They both expect you to save them. This is part of the second rule. You won't be able to save everybody. The road to salvation is paved with loss. And this is something you must understand. So what will it be? tablet-addicted lackey or the overzealous superfan. I'm sure they both have redeeming qualities, as well as a few faults of their own. However, will those faults condemn them? The choice lies with you.
I look towards Akron. He avoids my gaze, looking at the floor ashamedly. I look towards Anumi. He has his paws pressed against his mouth.
Are you stressed? That's cute. How can you be trusted with the fate of a world when you can't even handle this?
I tremble in anger. My fists clench violently.
Oh, and don't even think about saving both. If you split up, all the weapons go off. You need to travel as a group from now on. You will all go to this room of the person you wish to save. If everybody else tries to be a hero and save their hostage, well, there will be no heroes here. Only the three in the lobby may move. And it will be at William's instruction.
I don't know what to do. I stand there in silence for what seems like forever. Part of me hopes that they're joking, but I know better.
Okay, now I'm getting bored. Give me a name, and now. Remember, it's one of them or all of you.
I take deep breaths. I close my eyes. They have us in a checkmate. I have to choose. But how can I possibly be expected to choose who dies? I tremble in the face of this impossible decision. And I think very carefully before I say anything else. For they could be the hardest words I'd ever speak. I really don't want to do this. Yeah, think about it. I gotta think properly. I've got fucking Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music going in the background. So, this is what I'm thinking. And this is what I'm thinking, okay? Keela has been to Terra. We know that if you die, you go to Terra. Keela might already have a pass. Rook, I don't know about. If I save Keela, I might be permanently killing Rook, or not, I don't know. He might go to Terra and die. I don't know how this fucking world works. But I know Keela has allies on Terra, so if he does die and go to Terra, if that's how it works, if that is how it works, which I don't know for sure, then at least he'll have it easier. Really don't want to do this, but based with that is my logic. Be it sound or not, I'm going to save Rook. People are trying to call me right now? Are you shitting me? I'll save Rook.
Good. I'm glad you were able to choose. Choices like this will find you often. Especially with the role you play. Akron and Anumi, you're free to talk, but you know the rules. I won't hesitate to kill you all. Let's get things moving, shall we? Up to the conference room we go. Wouldn't we keep him waiting?
Quickly exchange glances with Akron and Anumi. We need to hurry! Stay calm, follow me! He starts bolting up the stairs. I look at Anumi. He has the face of utter terror. He shouldn't have to go through this! It's not fair! I place myself in front of him. I tell him that I'm going to keep him safe. After a brief pause, he nods. Strong boy. We both chase after Akron with one goal in mind. Look, don't worry. We're coming to save you. Oh God, what have I done? The first thing we see is Akron kicking in the doors. Are they locked? How are we supposed to get in? I've been locked from the other side. I don't think I can break them in. He kicks them several more times. They don't budge.
Oh, silly me. I forgot to mention the bomb has a timer. You all have 5 minutes to disarm Rook's bomb.
Right here, I'm gonna see Singe. He has to know how we can get through. He starts to run away, but Inumi interjects. Akron, stop! Didn't you pay attention to the rules? We have to stick together as a group. But if you run upstairs by yourself, then no one is allowed to intervene. But you want to go see Singe? You're gonna get us all killed!
Of course. I apologize. I'm used to thinking on my feet. I'm not used to working within restrictions. You'll have to forgive me, Inumi.
Now, not the time for this long-ass dialogue! He quickly draws his pistol, having no other option.
This must be the only way. Please cover your ears, both of you.
We do as instructed. Inumi stares on in awe. Akron assumes a firing stance and aims at the door. He doesn't fire right away. He readjusts his aim calmly and carefully. He's trying to figure out one perfect spot. Fires once, then kicks the door. Nothing happens. Fires again, then kicks the door. Nothing happens.
Come on!
Takes a deep breath before adjusting his arm again. Fires for a third time and kicks the door. Opens slightly, and he beams with pride. My ears ring loudly, even though they were covered.
William! Come here quickly!
I look back at Inumi before following his order. When I get to him, he points to my feet.
I need your help. Listen carefully. Heel first, to the side of the lock. That's the weakest part of the door. Kick it with me on the count of 3, but follow those instructions precisely.
I nod.
We almost have it. Just a few times should go. It will hurt, but we can't let Rook die.
He turns and faces the door. I do the same. He looks at me with confidence.
3, 2, 1.
I bring my foot crashing into the door. Pain shoots up my leg, but the door opens more. I lose my balance, my shin on fire with pain.
We have it now! Just one more time!
I push past the pain and assume the stance once more.
3, 2, 1!
The door comes crashing down. Inumi claps at us both, and we all enter the room. Limping from the pain, I fight it back for Rook. We see Rook almost immediately. He's strapped to a chair. I noticed a flashing red light on his lap. That must be the bomb! I quickly rush to inspect it. Overlock gazes with him first. His eyes are red and wet. Was he crying? You came from me? Why? I honestly don't know how to respond. I look down to inspect the bomb. They were right about having 5 minutes. I let Akron know that the timer is counting down.
Let me see.
He comes and stands beside me. Inumi waits near the doorway, leaving this in our hands.
4 minutes now. We can do this. Remain calm.
He takes deep breaths in as he examines the bomb.
Wait. A 9-digit numerical keypad, as well as a button for the number 0. Too many combinations to guess. This is impossible! We were set up!
He tries to remove the bomb, but it starts beeping. He winces in fright and quickly leaves it be.
Hey, nobody said you could remove it. Try that one more time and I'm going to blow this building sky high! Got it?
Ikrin gulps and nods.
Besides, you do know the code. I'll give you a couple of hints. It's a number that the three of you know. Surely you've heard it somewhere before. And to top it off, it's 4 digits.
What?
That could be anything. I don't appreciate these games. It's not too difficult, Akron. You're good at solving problems. This one is no different.
Dots. 4 digits?
How many attempts do we get before it detonates on its own?
Just 3, and you get no more hints. Other than that, you heard the number today. Good luck. I'll be in touch if you win.
They commence radio silence.
3 minutes left. What could it be? Think, Akron, think!
I try to think as well, but I draw blanks. I start to worry that this game was rigged, too. Akron, Inumi, and myself all know this number? It's 4 digits as well. What could it be? Or did they mean Akron, Rook, and myself? There's variations into the term with the 3 of us. They should have been more specific. It's almost like they're doing this on purpose. I trace my steps back to when I first met Akron. If we heard it today, we would have heard it as a group. We took the limo here together, we got escorted inside, we went upstairs, wasted time until the conference. We were all together then. That makes the most sense. Could it have been something said during the briefing? I don't recall any numbers mentioned at that time. I stop and think we're playing the conference in my head. 2 minutes remaining. Akron quickly leaps forward and enters some numbers. But they're incorrect. Fuck! He growls and punches the floor. Damn it! I was almost certain! Rook is panting heavily, his eyes watering again. He looks terrified. I feel so sorry for him. He stares at me, his body is still as a corpse. Perhaps he's terrified he might set the bomb off. Try 2020. It's Clace's birth year. We should all know it being here. That makes sense. We are all here as part of Clace's tour. It's definitely implied that we should know about him. I look at Akron. He nods. I lean forward and look at the bomb. Hesitantly, I type the numbers 2020 on the keypad. Shit! It's not correct. Damn it! 1 more minute. I don't think we can do this. The timer decreases into double digits. Is this how it ends? Because we forgot? Akron starts breathing heavily in a state of panic. Even if we give up, we couldn't flee now. We wouldn't be able to make it out of here in time. 45 seconds. I would play my time in Tokyo over and over again. Like my life is flashing before my eyes, but I still can't remember any goddamn numbers! You must be getting played. I don't believe it! They were cruel enough to give us a hope before death? They were probably never meant to disarm this bomb. It's this thought that breaks me. I start to cry. 30 seconds. It's our fate, and our fate becomes more lucid. Am I not meant to save Tara? Am I not meant to save even a single friend? No, it seems like they're denying me everything. 20 seconds. I close my eyelids tightly. Perhaps I'm too cowardly to stare death in the face. But my foremost thought is simple. Please don't hurt. I hear Akron, Anumi, and Rook speak, saying what I can only presume to be is their final words, where I have nothing to say. I simply wait it out, with the realization that I'll never save a single soul.
Wait!
My eyes shoot open and look towards Anumi.
8250! Enter it now!
Without even a single thought, I rise to action. I look at the keypad and locate the numbers. As fast as I can, I type 8250. What? Wait, the math problem. Are you shitting me? What? Was it the math problem? My whole fucking hand is trembling. The red light on the bomb becomes yellow. After a few moments, a peaceful green. Lots of dots. Or we can rejoice at our survival. Our worst fears come true, sounding from below.
I forgot to mention one important thing.
The voice on a loudspeaker starts laughing loudly, the warping effect on their voice sounding near demonic.
The code to disarm this bomb actually sets the off.
Sets the other one off as well.
I disconnected it using a subroutine. You just killed Kilo, Willie.
My heart sinks into my stomach as I hear those words.
Just part of your final lesson. To save, sometimes you need to kill. The path to salvation is stained with blood.
Why are they doing this to me? I know I told the enemy and Conrad I could kill. That was for the greater good. How could they possibly justify the death of Keela?
Whatever you're thinking now is irrelevant. They're already dead. By your hand. I did say it would be your fault. Don't you remember my little texts? I suggest you rush to them now, to see if any bits and pieces are left. Or perhaps if they miraculously survived. I look at Akron, Anumi, and Rook. My heart was racing. This feeling of guilt is immense. Let's go. We have to try. Akron quickly takes out a knife. He slashes the ropes, freeing the captive Rook. We must not rush him into anything. He'll return to his senses on his own. I nod, and we dash out of the room.
We quickly head to the boardroom where Keela was. But Rook stayed behind, letting the events settle in. It'd be a long time before he was okay again. As soon as we get downstairs, we seek the boardroom. None of us had ever been there before, but the smoking rubble marked the location. It was immediately apparent that Keela did not survive. Inumi bursts into tears and starts crying loudly. Egret clenches his fists in anger, and I can only think, I'm the one who did this. I wish that wasn't the case, but I can't deny it. I'm at a total loss for words. I don't know what to do. Is Egret angry with me? Is Inumi crying because of what I did? Furthermore, how am I supposed to handle this? All he wanted to do was spend some time with Glaze. And I stole his life. He devoted all that time to this contest just to die. There has to be a way to bring him back. With this power that I have, which we know is fucking fake. All these parallel realities, there just had to be some way to undo this. Keela, you have my word. Your death will not be in vain. It has sparked the flame of revolution within me. I will save Terra. Well, you fucking can't. You don't have fucking power. We all know that now. You don't, but we do. I will bring you back. And those who oppose me will fall. I walk towards Inumi. His eyes were still streaming tears. He looks up at me, trying to tell me something. I know. He's crying too much to get it out. I place my head on his shoulder. I tell him to take deep breaths and guide him. A few moments later, he's sufficiently calm. I know who did this to us. What? How could he claim to know that? It was all in the numbers. The code you'd entered into the bomb was the answer to the math equation. I remember that. The same one a woman gave to me earlier. Akron helped me solve it in the limo. Do you remember when that happened? I do, actually. I can't believe I overlooked it. In my state of panic. I'm fucking panic. I must have forgotten. The woman who gave me that equation? She's the one doing all of this to us? It makes sense. But it's a woman? Didn't really expect that. But the numbers definitely didn't match. So there's really no other explanation. I didn't know who she was at first. When I arrived here earlier today, I saw her on the television, on the news. Her name, it's Maxine Armstrong. What? I knew there was something off about her, so Maxine Armstrong is the Midnight Killer? She killed Clay, she killed Rocker, and she was given powers by the man in the Ark? I don't know what to think. Can I trust no one? I try to piece this together in my mind. The more I do, the more it makes sense. She planted the weapons here as part of a plan, and this then Singe is aware? And what about Akron? She's definitely been following me since I got here. First the train station, the hotel. Plus she has the codes to activate all the weapons, but there's still a few burning questions in my mind. Was she given powers from the man in the Ark? Was this all to teach me some sort of lesson? She kept telling me about these rules. Things I'd experienced in my efforts to save Terra. But that couldn't be it. No one should have to die just to prove a point. There's something going on behind the scenes here. An explanation for all these murders. It can't just be for my sake. That would make me partly responsible for the death of Clayson Rocker, too. No! There must be some other factors at play. I'm satisfied, now that the culprit is revealed. I quickly turn around. Akron has to know this. But as I start walking towards him, a pain assaults me like an arrow to the chest. It stops me in my tracks. No, I need to tell Akron and Singe too! The fate of everybody depends on it! Immediately, I fall against a nearby wall for support. I cry out in agony, but my pleas for help are unheard. Akron and Umi seem to be frozen in place. I recognize the sensation. The Ark. He lied to me! He gave powers to Maxine Armstrong? And she seems to know about my role on Terra as well. What else has he been lying about? What is he up to? It gets harder to think clearly. My breath is short. I slide down the wall, collapsing on the floor. Why did he give her powers? Why did he make her kill? What is my true role? Why did Keeler have to die? I'm sick of being his pawn. I'm sick of lies. This time, I will fight for the truth.